back to the real estate vlog. Well, this video is probably going to be in two different things. One of them is going to be a sped up version of me getting ready, because today I go and officially sign off on my paperwork, get all that stuff set up and squared away, get access into the software system that my brokerage company uses. So I'm trying to be excited. It's been a very eventful day for a Tuesday, and I'm like, your girl needs a vacation. But while I get ready, I could take this time to do like a life update with you all. And I have filmed this multiple times and just was not happy with how it came out. So this is a portable travel mirror. You guys may have seen me use this in that really heartfelt TikTok video that I posted and also shared to my Instagram page, where my daughter actually helped me get ready. I've done my skincare, prepped my face, well, almost prepped my face. My brows are still setting from brow gel, so I'm prepping an extra step by using my favorite SPF. This one is by Shiseido, and this is the clear sunscreen stick. It's SPF 50. I am someone, I believe in SPF. I believe in protecting your skin, even as a melanated woman, okay? So protect your skin. I love using this all year round. Even in the winter, you guys. If it's not that sunny outside, but it's bright outside, that's because there are still UV rays out there. Do your research. So what's been going on, you guys? A lot. If you guys do follow me on TikTok, I will link all my social media, but you guys know I had a really very devastating, difficult loss in my family back in January. I lost my sister-in-law. Her name was Brittany, and we lost her to breast cancer. It was very shocking for me, very unexpected. I really did not know that her condition had gotten to that point exactly. So I was very devastated when I got the call that she was in the hospital and she had gone into cardiac arrest. And I don't want to go into all the details, but she did end up passing away later on that day. And just to talk about it still makes my eyes water. I think grief definitely comes in different stages when it comes to losing a loved one. And even though she and I didn't get to spend a lot of time together in person because, you know, we live in two different states, but we did get close for sure, especially from both being pandemic moms. We both had pandemic pregnancies, and our daughters were born the same year, just different months. Have missed reaching out to her just to, you know, check on her, see how she's doing. And but she was such a beautiful soul, had such a beautiful spirit about her, and she was so strong through this entire journey. Ooh, it's hitting me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Got some unfortunately devastating news the same night about my biological father, which I've not really talked about him that much on my YouTube channel. That is a long-ish story. Maybe one day I will sit down and really share that full-on story with you guys. It's very personal, and it's been a journey in itself as far as my relationship with my birth father. So he was diagnosed with something, and it's been difficult at times for me to handle, especially because I'm not there in person to actually see him go through this and see like how it's affecting him already. But it has been tough. I mean, he is still in good spirits. We talk every week on the phone. I know eventually I do need to take the time out to make a trip to Kentucky and go spend time with him, check in on my grandparents. You know, I told you guys about them not doing so well. Grandpa has cancer. It seems to be affecting him very slowly, if at all. I think because of his age, you know. But he does have cancer, and then my grandmother, and now the hospital a lot. I also just found she's lost a ton of weight, which in one sense is good, but I just think like the toll of her being sick has taken on her, has also caused the weight loss. And it's just been one thing after another. So if I'm not getting calls about what's going on with my grandparents every week, it's updates and news on my birth father, and it's truly been tough. and hopefully I hold it together. I here lately have been in a very emotional state about just life in general right now, everything going on in my life. I want a light face, I don't want anything crazy. And you guys know my go-to is definitely my Mented Cosmetics foundation stick. I love using that, but I'm still a lot lighter right now. Honestly, the Mented might be the lining too. It's almost coming out the same color. It's slightly lighter. We're just gonna go with it, y'all. Don't mind me. We're gonna go with it. So you guys know I am going through my real estate journey as a real estate agent, soon to be realtor. I'm still going through that process to get enrolled with my realtor association so I can officially be called a realtor. And I got my license for the state of Florida back in December. Next week will be 3 months. No, this week actually on Friday will be 3 months since I became licensed in the state of Florida. Have not signed with a broker yet, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. But just know that I'm now not only licensed for the state of Florida, but I'm also licensed for the state of Georgia. So yes, I went ahead and applied for Georgia real estate license shortly after, and I officially have now been licensed for Georgia for about a month. Actually, yeah, it's been like exactly a month now since I got that license. Really working on things I'm really passionate about and wanting to pursue for a long-term career in my life, and it just feels really good. Set with my favorite, my go-to, my Sephora translucent powder. It never fails me. I kind of want to do concealer today though. I don't know, my under eyes have been looking pretty good lately, so I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup as it is, but I also haven't been wearing a ton of like concealer and stuff. Maybe I'll use the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. This was one of my more recent purchases in concealer, and for the most part, I do think I like it. Let me make sure this is the right shade. Oh yeah. Yep. And you don't need a lot of this. It's very creamy and liquidy, but also because of its coverage, you don't need a lot of it, in my opinion. See, I am actually starting a real estate journey series on my channel, and you guys will see that eventually. I'm gonna go meet with my broker. We're gonna finish my paperwork and get me into the system that they use, the platform they use that has access to everything. My like trainings, my learning materials that I'm also gonna have to start going over and doing as well. And that's gonna be pretty much it. Go down my nose a little. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm lightly gonna tap on my chin as well. I'm still trying to work on Lexmetics, you guys, but if I'm being honest, I've hit one of those like entrepreneurial roadblocks right now where I'm having a hard time staying inspired with the brand. I'm having a hard time like to still expand to get that good brand awareness outside of like just friends and family. It's been difficult, and it's been making me want to consider closing down my business. I just don't know anymore sometimes, and I also just think, you know, with everything going on in my life that I've been sharing, it's been difficult to keep my momentum with my business. Imposter syndrome, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but there are more and more beauty brands coming out on the market right now, like regularly coming out, it seems, whether they're small or more on the larger side. But I just feel like every time I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing a new upcoming brand sharing their launch, or another celebrity is making a beauty brand, and it gets so hard not to be discouraged about things like that and keep going. But at least people will know with my brand, because it's smaller, like I create the products myself. I put all the time and money and thought into my products and the stories behind them, versus a lot of these celebrities are just doing it because they have the money and they know they can. And I'm definitely trying to make some more opportunities with expanding my brand in the market, like in person, I'm trying to do more like in-person events. I just launched, you know, like a month or so ago. I'm doing whipped body scrubs for Lexmetics, and we are also now doing beard butters as well for men. And so far, like, the responses and the feedback on the products have been nice too, so I really appreciate those of you continuing to show support and love to Lexmetics. That means a lot. And I'm using my Sephora waterproof brow pencil in the shade, I use the same one and I always forget what it's called, Ebony. I always use the shade Ebony. This has now become my go-to brow pencil to purchase now. I buy this over the Anastasia now. I used to buy Anastasia all the time. I have another update I haven't shared yet publicly, and some of you may have already got a glimpse of it online. I was trying to avoid it coming out the way that it did. Your girl no longer lives in Florida. Yes, I did say that. I know you guys are gonna be like, wait a minute, didn't you just get a house last year? I did. We moved again, you guys, so by the time you see this video, I will have been no longer been a Florida girl, and now I'm a Georgia girl. Yes, we made this decision last year, just in our personal life, with work, our jobs, and family. We started taking that as signs of maybe we need to start making our future plans to move to Georgia happen a lot sooner, like happen now. And we were very prayerful about this, and I think that God opened doors and just made it possible for us to go ahead and make this move. Now, I will say it has been an adjustment. It has been a little bit rocky. It's been a little challenging, and it has definitely taken an emotional toll on me at times, just being stressed about some other things going on behind the scenes of everything. But we are working through it as best as we can, and I know, like people say, you know, trouble does not last always, and these difficult challenges that keep arising for us is not always going to be there. Eventually things will get better. If you are curious and nosy and just want to know, we did not sell our house. We still own our property that we moved to in Florida last year. However, we turned it into a rental property. So we have had a tenant living there, and you guys, that has been a story on its own. So we are now slowly going through the process to find a new tenant, a better tenant, I should say. Because I guess you don't know a person till they move into your home, is how I'm gonna like phrase it. Okay, I'm not mad at the makeup. I'm not mad at it. It looks very natural, looks good. On camera, like, I'm looking more yellow down here and darker up here, but I just think it's the lighting. I need to like look at this again. Okay, I am back. I went ahead and got my Naked Heat palette off camera so I can put a little color on my eyelids just to have a little something there. I'm just mixing some colors together, no particular order. Again, just to give my eyelids some color, so it just doesn't look like straight up concealer. That's all I can really say about it at this point. Honestly, part of it has felt like a huge weight off my shoulders making the decision to move here. I find more peace with it. Now granted, yes, like, I miss Florida, I miss Disney World. You guys know that's forever and always will be my third home, is Disney. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just felt like we were in a place, or life has been in a situation where I felt like we needed to be closer to family, especially because where we lived at in Florida in our home, like, it was a small town, and even then, like, we had no surrounding friends. Everyone was like more so in town in Orlando, and we weren't in Orlando anymore. We were like about an hour away. Living in Florida felt even more lonely when we officially became parents during the pandemic you know, when COVID hit. I really just felt more alone. And now that Kaya's here and growing, she's getting bigger, like, you guys, I'm gonna have a 4-year-old this fall. That is crazy to me. I am still amazed every day that I literally am a whole mama, okay? I'm a full-on mama. And yes, she's gonna be 4 this year. I don't know where the time has gone, I really don't. It's just flashing by so quickly already. And my husband was definitely on board too. Like, it wasn't a one-sided thing. We both were on the same page about making this decision, and you know what that would look like for us. And at the end of the day, it's what is best for our family. I've probably been a little distant. I've been a little shut off from people, probably from some family. I know, like, I've had some of my line sisters reaching out to me. Eventually I've been explaining and sharing what's going on if I felt comfortable sharing with that particular person. So there are a few of them that know, but if any of them watch my channel, they're gonna know now that I no longer live in Florida. I mean, it just wasn't something I was planning on blasting and making a big announcement about online, for that matter, because again, a lot of things have been going on and I just didn't feel like in that place to post about it, and I still don't plan on posting about it. So other than announcing it in this life update, give me the door I need to close the current doors in my life with my job and things like that, at least my corporate job anyway, because I'm feeling like it's that time to make a move, make changes, and just really pursue me and my passions and what I want to be doing for a living. But I love these. I got them from my mom's paparazzi business. If you guys are interested, I will put some information in my description box where you can find these beautiful earrings and more pieces with her. But I hope you guys enjoyed this life update. Please stay tuned for the rest of my real estate journey videos, and I'm very excited. I love you all. Please make sure you subscribe, thumbs up my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.